Hello and welcome back to Tales of the Wandering Bard.
Hey.
Yay! Okay, there we go. So, don't mind the trains. They come frequently, or the trams. Trams, yeah. So, you're in the hills. You've
escaped
the hobgoblins. You've escaped the spiders.
I mean,
the
they
scorpions.
escaped, right? I mean,
you did defeat them in combat, yes.
Yeah.
You and Alyssa continue traveling.
I'm gonna hug her, like, oh, thank God.
Is there anything specific you guys want to do over the next couple of days while you make your way to the town, whatever it's called?
Not really. I mean,
No.
will we have enough food? Like,
You will
like half
be
day?
1 day short of food.
I mean, we can starve for a day, right?
You can starve for a day. That's not
Yeah,
a big
that's
deal.
not a big deal.
Yeah. Okay, so you plug on. The hills continue to be a huge pain in your ass. But you find yourself, it's been, 3 days through the hills so far? 4 days through the hills? 4 days through the hills, something like that.
Yes.
You find yourself getting kind of comfortable to the outdoors, even though you don't have a blanket or a sleeping bag. And you're constantly sleeping on hard, uncomfortable ground. But after 2-3 days of doing this, you stop getting more tired. Your tiredness just kind of stays, and you become somewhat accustomed to it.
I try to really warm up to her. I mean, for her to me. I mean, I really like her. She's like a big sister to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not really, but...
Yeah, but kind of. I mean,
Yeah.
So you plug on for the remaining 2 days until you finally get to the top of the hill and look down to the fjord below and see the town that you're supposed to be going towards. That I don't have a Google map because I don't know where it is. Velsuve.
Velsuve?
Velsuve? Something like that. Velsuve.
Guess.
You see it down there, off in the distance away. It's still over a couple more hills, the smaller hills, but you can make it there by nightfall, you're pretty certain. You keep plugging on until you actually make it to Vesuve.
Can we have hit points back or no?
Not traveling through the hills, it's too strenuous on your body to hike and recover HP. But once you get there, you can stay in an inn for a few days and heal up.
Okay.
So you finally arrive, and let's just change the music again, because now you're in the hills. Or not in the hills, you're now in a town. Vesuve is like all the other towns in this area on the fjord. The sounds are dominated by the lapping of the ocean waves, the seagulls flying through the air, the boats and their bells, and the people chatting around. Coming through the hills, you get spotted by the people in town. A couple people look at you. No one really seems to care too much. As you come in through some back road on the side, you pass a goat herder who's got a flock of 30 or 40 goats. He gives you a quizzical look and goes, "Where the hell did you two come from?"
From... I don't know.
Alyssa shakes her head slowly and says, "It's been a long journey." Is there an inn in this town? The guy nods slowly and says, "There's a small inn, not very large."
So we head there, guys?
Yeah, he just scratches his beard and lets you guys go. You make it through the town. Is there anything you'd like to do in particular, or just sleep for 4 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda.
Anything at all? No?
I mean, I'm gonna talk... I mean, I'm gonna ask her, can you, like, lend me a gold or two?
She laughs and says, "Don't worry, I'll cover the cost of the inn."
Thank you.
You don't go through something like that with someone and then leave them in the gutter. So she grabs an inn room for you guys. She needs to rest basically a week. She suggests that it's a brutal 6-7 days out there. Let's just take a week, take a load off. I'm sure there's no ships coming for you now. By now you've fully discussed all the
but
details.
I'm kind of unlucky, so... okay,
She doesn't realize that yet.
Yeah, okay.
But by now you've fully discussed, I guess, the details of your escape and your hostage in the castle. You've been traveling with her for
Yeah, sure.
a while.
I would have.
So she grabs an inn room at this place called the Porcupine.
Can we have one room? 2 beds?
You can have one room that has a fairly large bed that the two of you are gonna have to split because this is not a big inn. The inn has like 3 rooms with fairly large beds, each of them, and one of them's already occupied. You could get separate rooms if you want, or you can get.
Well, I want to
split
sleep.
room.
I'm gonna sleep like in the room with her.
Okay. Yeah, you guys share a room. She covers the cost of it with all the money that you guys got from the creatures.
It was like 100 copper, 6 gold, and 100 silver.
Right. Let's see. How much silver was it?
100.
Okay. Do you have any cash on you at all?
7 silver
Okay.
plus 6 silver and 6 copper.
So 7 days in an inn for 2 people, 5, 6, 7 a day. 7 times 7 is 49 silver.
I mean, she has money
Yeah.
also, right?
Yeah, she's got money.
Yeah.
So she shells out 50 silver coins for the week. And you guys rest up. Let's just do some experience because you guys can rest for 4 days without a problem. My phone's over here. It has my calculator. Let's see. You defeated 12 hobgoblins.
Oh yeah.
Um,
3 spiders?
yeah.
I think.
Let's see, 3 times.
Escaping
Oh, hello,
from
kitty.
escaping from the castle.
You avoided the scorpions, so no experience for that. So you and what's her name split. So you get 825 for all the combat that you split with Alyssa.
Okay.
Mark that down somewhere. 825. Let's see. I'm going to give you 100 for escaping the castle. I'm going to give you. Let's see.
Avoiding the chasing ship, maybe?
The encounter with the Frost Reavers was dangerous.
Oh,
That's
and
another
the
15.
the seamen or something? No, not seamen. Like the
Sailors, the Frost Reavers.
no the on the port with the guys with spears or something.
The guards that were chasing you.
No. I've killed like one.
Oh, yeah, the fishmen.
Yeah, fishmen.
Okay, yeah, they were 2 hit die creatures. That's another.
I killed
We split that with
3,
the
I think. Oh, it was 1, 2. I think I killed
Yeah,
2.
you killed 3, or you were
3?
involved in killing 3.
Okay.
So let's give you 150 for that. Let's see. You negotiated your way onto a boat and onto sea a little awkwardly, but you did it. So let's give you. It's a little awkward. Let's drop another 75 into that. Yeah. So add another 375 to that.
Hmm? 75, okay.
What does that put you at?
So it's 1200.
Okay. 1200?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what Bard experience. I think you might be 50 short from leveling up. Let's see what the Bards need. Because Thieves need 1250. I think Bards might be the same. Yeah, you are 50 experience short from leveling up.
Good.
Isn't that how it always goes, though?
Can you find me 50? I played, gambled. I had a natural 20 on the singing. I mean, it's godlike.
That was godlike. I'm not going to give you experience for that, though. I don't know. You've developed a relation. Oh, you chose to stay and fight with Alyssa instead of leave her to die twice.
Yes, twice.
You saved the goblin. Yeah. Hold on. You saved the goblin and like let him go.
Yeah.
And
I even gave him money.
You gave him money. Yeah. Okay. So there's some very kind and good acts there. So I'll give you 50 for saving Alyssa, 50 for saving Alyssa and not banning her when, you know, all rational people would have left her to die.
So plus 100.
It's another 100. Your dealings with Gob will be another 25.
Okay. Then it's 1,000 and the 325.
Okay. So that is a level. So give me a 6-sided die for hit points. Ooh, try that again.
4 would have been great.
3 HP. Okay, not bad.
Good.
And you also get, I think it's 15 points to add to your thief abilities. I think it's 15. Let's double check. I wish I had room in my bags to carry all of my books, but I just don't. Classes, roads, bars. Yeah. So you can add 15 percentage points to whichever one of these you want, or
only
you can
these?
split it up. These
Are there
3.
other things?
No, just these 3.
Oh.
So you can do 5 in each of them, 10 in one, 5 in another, 15 in one, 1, 1, 13, however you want to.
Well, I'm not gonna use pickpockets. Honestly.
As you
Let's just say 18 in 16 in climb walls and 15 in detect noise.
15 total points.
I'm 50.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, 50.
1, 5.
15.
15, 1,
15,
5.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So you hang out in this town for a few days, resting up, healing up. Well, you've been gone 5, 6. Okay. On the 6th day, as you guys are hanging out in the inn, you're at full HP.
Okay.
She has gained 6. She's at 8 out of 10.
Can I talk to her about her? Like, what's her story? And what is she doing?
She is an orphan. Her parents were killed in a war long ago. She doesn't even remember what it was. She's seen so many wars and battles since then. Her story was pretty terrible. She's just kind of survived on her own in the streets of some towns, begging a living until she could, start beating a living out of people. She spent some time working as a bandit on the roads, the only way to make a living as a small child, until she tried to rob someone who was so impressed by it. The person being robbed offered her a job as a protector against other brigands for a portion of the goods he was selling. And since then, she's been working as a mercenary, traveling around selling her sword wherever she can. She's been beaten up pretty badly many times. She's almost died plenty of times. But
scars, right?
Lots of scars. She's like 34, 35 years old. Kind of weary of the world and of things. Has decided that life is to be lived with adventure, but also lived comfortably. There's no reason that, if you're going to live life, there's no reason to live poorly. So let's stay away from the cold areas. Let's hang out in the warm areas, and let's, make as much money as fast as possible, doing whatever it takes. And also we'll do what's interesting to her. So she kind of just wanders about doing what she likes and trying to make as much money as possible. That's her story so far.
Can I know her level? I mean, after absorbing her and stuff for days. I mean, it's fine if I can. How do you recognize someone's level? How can you tell in game terms?
It's pretty difficult. It's the equivalent of. There's no real way you can. The best way to do it is just to notice how frequently they hit, or like pick up on clues from the DM. If I say that's a 15, 16, 17, then you know that she has a +2 to hit, and then you can maybe piece it together that maybe that's a +1 from a weapon specialization, a +1 from level.
Yeah, but you kind of hide your rolls.
I kind of hide my rolls. It makes it hard, but if she's hitting all the time...
Yeah, she has like 2 attacks, right? Or is it every other round?
Every other round is 2 attacks. So that means she's...
Is it normal for a fighter?
So a specialized fighter will get 1 attack and then 2 attacks as long as they're below level 6. They're level 6 or lower is that's the case. Level 7 and higher, then they just get 2 attacks per round. Also, or instead, she could be a level 7 or higher person who's not specialized, because then they just get that many attacks at that level. So
she's a warrior, right? I mean, she's
a warrior for sure. So she's either a level 7 warrior or she's a level 6 or lower warrior who's specialized. But based on the amount of HP she has, 10 HP, you can kind of...
She has 10.
10, yeah. So warriors have D10 HP per level. So she could have rolled well level 1. Or
does she get like Constitution modifiers?
If she has high con, she will get a con mod. But she did fail her con check.
I mean, she could have rolled a 2.
She could have rolled a 2. Right, so at the moment there's not really enough information to go off of.
Sure.
10 HP is a good...
I mean, it got level 2 maybe. It could be 1 or 2.
It could be 1 or 2 probably.
Yeah.
Unlikely to be anything above that. Yeah. So, is there anything else you'd like to talk to her about?
I mean, just everything.
Everything? Go ahead and ask any questions you may have.
I mean, we talked a lot, right? Like about her childhood. I'm gonna talk about my childhood too. I mean, it's nowhere near as tragic as hers, but I mean,
yeah.
When I say that to her, I mean, I escaped. Does she has like a face like, oh, you don't know what you're missing or something?
No, she just kind of accepts it for what it is. On the one hand, she's had a much harder life than you have, but on the other hand, she's had her freedom the entire time. And she's seen you in combat and sees that you're a capable person who is willing to risk your life for the sake of others. So you're not just some fancy princess who doesn't know what's what.
By the way, do I have like something plus to hit or for level 2?
At level 3, you get a +1 to hit with everything.
Okay.
Yeah, warriors get a +1 every level. Thieves get a +1 every level.
Mage spell or something?
Oh yeah, level 2 you get wizard spells.
Yeah, wizard.
Okay, you're going to need to find a spell book to write these things down in.
Okay.
But you can get...
Maybe there's one here.
What is your % chance to learn spell based on int?
I don't know.
60? Okay. So how do bards get spells? That's a good question. How do bards get spells?
In theory, do bards have bardic spells or no? Or bard spells, I guess.
No, they just get wizards.
Okay.
Okay, so you begin with 1 to 4 spells in your spell book. Roll a d4. Pyramid somewhere. Yeah. 4.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so you, after resting and adventuring, things kind of crystallize in your mind. You've always thought about magic in the past, but you've never really understood it. But after your first adventures into the world, you think you understand things well enough to piece together a few spells.
So can I use the whip?
You can, but you're not proficient, so it's a penalty of 3 to hit.
Okay. Is it like a special whip because of the thorns, or?
It just deals a little bit of damage instead of no damage, or it deals like +1 damage.
Okay. I mean, it's cool to intimidate people.
Let's see, where is... So 1 to 4 spells.
I would love to have some cleric spells for healing, but
Okay.
I can't.
No healing spells.
I know.
A D100 and roll. If you roll 60% or less, you get the spell Burning Hands.
This one and,
Yeah, and a different D10 like this. There you go.
33.
Yeah. So you learn Burning Hands.
Uh,
Um,
where do I?
uh,
Like it could be here somewhere.
additional notes, maybe. This big open square.
Okay. So burning. Is it a D6 or D8 damage?
It's a D3 plus 2 points per level, so D3 plus 4.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So D3 plus. Oh.
Give me another percentage die to see if you can learn Detect Magic.
Oh, it's 84.
Nope. Give me another percentage die to see if you can learn Read Magic.
52.
Yes.
Yes. Read magic. I mean, who needs detect magic? I have 5%.
Give me another percentage to learn Spider Climb.
Where was spider climb? 14.
You learn Spider Climb.
Good. I can climb walls.
Yeah, it enables the recipient to climb and travel along vertical surface as well as a giant spider, or even hang upside down from ceilings.
Maybe I picked that from the spider.
Yeah. And then lastly,
Spider climb.
give me another percentage die to learn.
It's 0, 0, and 5, so it doesn't matter.
0, 0, 5, that's a 5%.
Oh, it's a 5,
That's
okay.
Success.
Okay.
Color spray.
Psych and illusion?
No. Casting the spell, the wizard causes a vivid, fan-shaped spray of clashing colors to spring forth from his hands. From 1 to 6 creatures within the area of effect in order of increased distance from the wizard. All creatures above the level of the spell cast, blah 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 blah. Creatures not allowed or failing the saving throw whose hit dice or levels are less than equal to the wizard's spellcaster level are struck unconscious for 2d4 rounds. So anyone who is any 2 hit die or lower monsters
Do they make
who
a
fail their saving throw fall unconscious
4?
for 2d4 rounds.
That's good.
Pretty good.
How much is the saving throw? Or
It's the saving throw is dependent upon their.
oh, okay, sure, yeah, I remember now.
So you can learn.
2d4.
You can cast 2 spells per day, but you have to memorize them ahead of time. So you can start with 2 of these memorized, but you need a spell book to write your spells down in order to memorize them each day.
So if I use 2 up, I'm not gonna able to.
You're not going to do it until you manage to write them all down in a spell book and study. So pick 2. You can pick the same one twice if you so desire.
Okay.
And then you need a spell book. Now, spell books are kind of expensive because books are
course.
really expensive back in the day. So spell book will cost you probably between 50 and 100 gold. if you buy it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna buy it. Okay, I'm gonna have a burning hand and a color spray.
Burning hands and color spray. Okay. All right. So the 6th day, you guys are fairly well rested. You see a ship coming up through the fjord. You're hanging out in the common room of the inn, looking out there, and this ship that's approaching looks familiar. And then you recognize a flag on it. It's the very same ship that was chasing you before is now coming up the other way after having not found you.
I mean, they're not gonna search this place again, I'm sure, so... What do? We hide, right?
Okay, where do you want to hide?
In a bush. I mean, in the tavern? I mean...
Okay.
I
She
guess.
heads up to your shared room that has a window that looks out over the fjord.
Okay.
And you watch the ship come up to dock, slow down, and dock into port. You see, stepping off of it is the captain of the guard back home, a man named...
I know him, right?
Yeah, he is a man named Lance.
Is it the 6th day? 6th?
6th day, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you should be at full HP,
Okay.
which is for you, 9 for
9.
you? Yeah.
That's cool.
You see him get off the dock, stretch his legs a little bit, and then make for start walking down the street. He comes up to... Actually, before we say anything else, what have you been doing with these 6 days hanging out here?
Resting, mostly, I
Have you
guess.
been hanging out and talking with people? Have you been walking around the town? Have you been hiding in your room the whole time?
I mean, I wasn't hiding, but I was just so tired. Like, really tired. I mostly rested, then maybe I was in the common room of the tavern, or the diner, or I don't know. So I ate with other people.
Okay.
That's kind of...
All right, so he comes up to a few people, seems to be speaking with them on the ship, on the docks. They shake their heads or kind of gesture him away. And he looks around, spots the tavern, and starts walking towards it.
We're gonna leave? I mean...
You see him approach the common room, or the front entrance, and walk in through the door. And Alyssa looks at you and goes, "Well, did you tell the innkeeper who you were?"
No, she didn't ask. I mean, I have like cloak, right? I mean, I have a cloak.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe even if he sees me, he's not gonna recognize me right away. So maybe.
All right. He's downstairs. You can't see him from your room. Do you just... What do you do? Do you wait in the room? Do you do something else? Do you... What do you do? What do you do?
Can I climb down?
Yeah.
If I wanted to?
You have a 60%, right?
Yes.
What is it?
60.
Yeah, you can go ahead and climb down.
Okay.
Give me a climb walls check.
But can I take my stuff with me?
Yeah, you could climb out of the window. You're on the 2nd floor right now, so you could easily climb out. 97. You go to climb and you immediately fall to the ground.
Ow.
Make me a tumbling check.
I have a proficiency.
Yes, so a d20 plus your proficiency in tumbling.
It's 24.
24, okay. You hit the ground, do a little bit of a roll, and come up on your feet okay. Alyssa's up in the room still, watching down below.
I'm gonna hide. Can I? Like, How big is this town?
It's like 2,000 people.
I mean, I'm gonna walk around the city, trying to avoid him,
Okay.
blending with people.
Yeah, you walk around the city, for a bit. Eventually, you see
I'm still on looking.
like an hour later or so, you see the ship leaving port and heading out up the fjord northward.
Good. I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna listen for noise. Maybe I can hear the captain.
You hear a bunch of people talking in the tavern. You can't make out the captain's voice among them, though.
Can I go to the window and hey, listen.
She pokes her head out and goes, "It's clear, come on up."
Okay, I go up.
As you walk in, the tavern owner looks at you and scratches his head and says, hey, miss, miss,
Yes.
someone was just here looking for you, and your friend said you had left yesterday. I could have sworn I saw you, but..."
For me?
"Yeah, you. He said he was looking for a young woman, hair down to here,
I mean,
black
I
hair."
don't think she can. I mean, he can see my hair, or I mean, I'm wearing a cloak and.
"Yeah, but you've been eating here for a week. You know, eventually something happens and your hood falls or your cloak gets caught on something. You know, you've been around for a week in his tavern.
Okay.
Someone
okay.
lives in your,
Fine,
house
fine.
for a week. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Looking for someone by your description. You didn't give me your name though. What's this all about?"
I mean, I guess they are looking for me.
You're not in any sort of trouble, are you? You're not going to bring me trouble.
No, you're not gonna be in trouble. Maybe me. I mean, I might be in trouble, but not you.
He grunts.
I believe.
Okay. Alyssa comes downstairs and goes, I told him that you had left yesterday. He wasn't very happy with me for letting you go, but he let me stay. We should probably get a boat and head to Nail, though, if we want to get out of here. I think I saw the ship heading northward still.
Okay. So, can you cover the cost?
She rolls her eyes. Yes.
Thank you.
At a certain point, though,
course.
this relationship will have to change.
Of course. I mean, we are friends, kind of.
She nods.
I mean, where are you going, really?
South. Just looking for work.
I mean, maybe we can work together.
Maybe. You're pretty handy in combat. Maybe. Let's see what happens by the time we get to Nail.
Okay.
So you guys rest up for a few more days, putting her at full HP. And she goes to pay your passage there, which is the rest of the silver. She pays it in gold, though. She finds a boat headed to Nail. It's a smaller boat. It's actually only powered by oars, and it doesn't have that many. It's only got 10 oars, 5 on each side. So it's going to take you...
Are you slaves?
No, these are not powered by slaves. These are freemen. The price is a little bit higher, but it also takes a little bit longer. But it's a smaller ship.
If she's gonna be queen, she's gonna like forbid slavery.
Yeah.
Ban, I guess.
Outlaw.
Outlaw.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys, if you leave it to her, Alyssa negotiates passage on a ship to Nail, and you guys take off. Let's see what happens.
Thanks, Alyssa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So the first 4 days of your voyage are pretty uneventful. On the 5th day, a storm comes blowing through. It's a nasty one. Your ship gets tossed by the big waves, by the winds. You get knocked around. A couple of the oars break. The hull gets cracked in a little place, and people end up having to just keep constantly bailing out the ship so it doesn't sink. But it survives the wreck. Or it survives the storm. The captain, once the storm has passed, says we need to make harbor somewhere. We have, we've lost half our oars. We have some replacements, but we're going to be limping along until we get somewhere safe. So let's see where you would be at that point in time. You would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you'd be. So you are roughly. I hope this shows up. You would be roughly here, where my mouse is.
Mm-hmm.
And Captain, does he turn back or does he go forward?
I mean, he's tough, so.
Yeah, he's right around here, and he looks around at you guys and says, "I think it's a little bit faster to turn around and head back and repair, unless any of you guys have problems with that."
I mean, sure.
Okay. He turns around. You guys head back to whatever town that is.
Hastrim?
No, Molag.
Oh, Molag.
Yeah, Molag. Molug?
Molug.
Molug. You head back to Molug.
Molug.
It takes another day for them to patch up the ship, fix up the oars, and...
Do we have to pay extra?
No. You pay for a voyage, something happens on the voyage, they take care of it.
Okay.
And then you guys take off towards Nail. It's another... Let's see, more encounters. Okay. Cool. 3 days into the voyage, you're almost all the way there. It's the afternoon, you're hanging out on deck. The fjord is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You looked in the distance and you can see it just narrowing. And the... give me a date. Okay. You are hanging out on the side of the ship looking when you see the surface kind of rippling in an odd way and reaching out from within the water. You see
I grab my bow.
scaly hands digging into the side of the ship.
I'm gonna shoot.
You shoot in the water? Okay.
I mean, at the hand.
Alright, give me a roll to hit.
Okay.
Any d20.
Twinkle. I mean, it was a warning shot.
The arrow plops in the water nearby as another claw comes out. And you see one of those fishmen from before pulling himself up onto the side of the ship.
It's the same
reaching
type
higher.
of creature?
Same type of fishman that you saw before. His hands start to climb higher and higher on the deck. It looks like his claws are sharp enough to dig into the actual hole of the wood itself.
Can I shoot another one?
Yeah, give me an initiative roll versus the fishman, and add your d8 or add your 8 for longbow.
Okay. 6.
No, that's a 9.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the bar at the bottom shows you.
Oh, okay.
Side.
So it's 17.
17. Okay. The fishman starts crawling up the side. You notice that there's another and then another. There's 3 of them total climbing up this side of the boat.
It's like whatever.
They can make it to the top in one round. It's not that tall. They hurl themselves up onto the deck with a big sloppy splash. Alyssa is currently down below deck. She's like taking an afternoon nap.
Alyssa! Fishman!
The cry of fishmen immediately brings the captain to the deck, but the fishman, the first one, gets up, pulls out his spear and thrusts it at you.
Why me?
You're the person who shot a bow.
I mean, there are people between me, right? And him.
The rowers are below deck, so there's someone else up here as well. The first mate is up here, but you were the one that was leaning over the side when the fishmen started crawling up. You're just really unlucky.
On my side?
Mm-hmm. It's just...
Sure. I take it.
You take it?
Can I change to my sword before he reaches me?
Not before he reaches you, but at the end of the round you can. And roll that he missed with
Oh,
his
okay.
attack anyway.
Just because it's too easy.
Yeah, it scars your armor, but you are fine. The other two climb to the top as well, but they can't make attacks this round.
Okay.
You switch to your scimitar.
Yes.
And-
Initiative.
No, you still get your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then,
No.
do I? No, I just
No,
done,
no
right?
bonus. You swing against him. It hits his scaly hide, but does not draw blood. The first mate grabs a belaying pin off the side of the boat. It's like a little club, basically, and joins the fray with you. Give me an initiative roll for yourself, and I will roll for
7 plus 5 is 12.
12. Okay. The first mate goes first. He gives a shout. Shogwin! Shogwin! He yells.
that one, right?
Comes up to club one in the head. Wildly misses. You rolled a 12?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's too many dice, actually. The first fishman comes at you again with the spear directly in front of you. You switch to your saber? To your scimitar?
Yes.
Good. He barely misses you. It's very close. You just barely parry the blade out of the way. But another one comes up from the other side, from behind you,
Of course.
and skewers you with his spear for 2 points of damage.
Good.
It is your turn. The third one hasn't had a chance to move yet.
So, I'm gonna have help from below deck? Okay. Can I not disengage the other thing?
Withdraw?
Withdraw and go below deck or something?
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could back down below deck.
Yes.
Okay, so you withdraw, kind of parrying their attacks as they come towards you, and make your way below deck. You see the first mate left up there by himself. The remaining Shogwin comes up to him, takes a stab at him, but he bats it away with his club.
Oh, 2
And
damage.
we should roll initiative for the next round.
Okay. It's a 12 again.
Okay. 9. Alright, oh god. This is not looking good for the first mate. All 3 of the fishermen close on the first mate. Oops.
Are they not chasing me?
They are not chasing you. They've turned their attention to the guy on deck. 1 hit and 1 crit. He's probably about to die.
No, nameless first mate.
No, 9 damage. He goes down, flops on the deck. From your position withdrawing, you can see one of the fishermen grab his body and start dragging him to the side. The other 2 look around, observing the front deck, seeing the entrance where you are, and make their way towards you, but not close enough to engage. What would you
Do
like
I
to do?
have assistance?
It's your turn. No one has come up from below yet, but you can hear the shouts of the rowers as they cry and scream. Shogwin, Shogwin!
I'm gonna move back while switching to my bow and shoot. I mean, like, shoot twice if I can see them.
Yeah. Because you have the missile, what you call it, weapon fighting style. So if you don't move, or only move like a pivot or 2, you can change weapons and take 2 shots this round. So go for it.
Okay.
Natural 1, give me a saving throw versus death. 10 is a fail. Your bowstring, you accidentally unstring your bow and have to spend the rest of the round stringing it, losing your second attack.
Okay.
You hear at the end of the round, you hear the cry from Melissa saying, "Hold on, I'm putting on my armor. Hold them off."
Sure. You don't have to hurry too much. I'm just gonna die here. That doesn't matter.
You haven't died yet. Roll me initiative. Are you restringing your bow, or are you going back to
Yes.
sword?
I mean, I spent my attack with string, right?
Or you could have opted just to not restring it and switch weapons, or you can restring it and switch weapons, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna restring it.
Okay. Roll me initiative.
6 plus 5.
8.
No, 8. It's 14.
Okay. They go they all go before you, but you are inside the hallway of the thing, so only one of them can reach you at a time. He steps forward, lunges with his spear. Ooh, that was probably really loud. 11, 12 to hit is not a hit. It
I
gets
have a
caught in
15.
your 13 without your sword.
Oh yeah, sure.
His spear gets caught in your studded leather armor. And it's your turn.
Are they like other soldiers or something on the ship?
Mm-mm.
Just the first mate and
The sailors down below can fight in a pinch, but you haven't heard them yet. The captain looked like a capable guy. Maybe not like the greatest fighter in the world, but he looks like he's seen his fair share of battles.
so where is the captain? Do I know?
His quarters are in the back. Mm-hmm.
I think he have. Do I think? Would he have heard me shouting?
Probably, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna withdraw and go down once more.
Okay, so you keep withdrawing backwards.
Yes.
Okay. At the end of the round,
I'm gonna switch. Can I switch to a sword?
sure.
Okay.
At the end of the round, you spot Alyssa and the captain coming out of the captain's quarters together. He's got a small crossbow in his hand. She has her bastard sword drawn. Captain comes around the corner, takes a shot with his hand crossbow. 18, nice. That clears by 5. He crits the fishman.
We have a badass here.
6 damage. I'm sorry, 5 damage. Ooh, against way more than 5 HP. So he shoots the first fishman. Saving throw versus death is a natural 20, so he passes. And Alyssa steps beside you, breastplate on, other gear on, and looks at these creatures with a mixture of confusion and horror and says, "This is why I wanted to get out of the north.
I know.
Fishmen, and all the things."
So would you kindly?
She nods and takes the position in front of you.
Thank you.
Let's roll some initiatives. Now only one person can fit in this hallway at a time. So, and she's big enough that you can't shoot over or under or around her at all. So, what would you like to do? Because if Alyssa takes the front, she's going to be blocking the path.
I can't like climb walls and shoot.
I mean, you're inside of a ship. It's a very narrow corridor.
I mean, maybe I can push my back to the wall and
Scuttle up.
Yeah.
It's a longbow though. It's a 6 foot tall longbow. So if you scuttle up, the bow will hit the ceiling.
I mean, she's gonna be in front. I mean,
Okay.
she's better than me.
Okay, so you just leave her in front to fight. We will just do a quick.
I mean, if she looks like she's gonna die, I'm gonna step in.
She rolls a natural 1, passes her save. Fishman misses her. Next round, Fishman rolls a natural 1, passes his save. She misses him. Third round, she hits him for 4. The Fishman gives a weird sounding communication. It's more of a.
Hi, son, Alyssa.
And you see him withdrawing to the back, and then Alyssa pushes forward, and as you come out the end, you notice that the other 2 have jumped off the side, and he jumps off the side.
Can I
Fishman-
shoot at them, maybe?
No, because by the time you actually get out and around the corner, you just see the body like flopping over the edge.
Okay.
They retreat into the water, having killed the first mate and taken his corpse with them.
Bastards.
Yeah. Okay. The captain looks around. Where's Jeremy?
He was taken by the fishman.
He hangs his head, shakes it. You see all the oarsmen come up now. They've got clubs and short swords. Like really, they're more like long daggers, looking around for what's going on. The captain explains to them. Shogwin came, they took Jeremy down to the depths. May Martha have mercy on his soul.
You know, I'm gonna explain it to the captain and Alyssa. I mean, I had one before me and one behind me, so I had to run away, and I wanted to save him, but I don't want him to die, and sorry.
He grunts, says nothing, gestures at the oarsmen. They all head back down below, and you don't see the captain for the rest of the voyage. He shuts himself in his room. He only comes out at the very end to go resupply back at Nail when you guys arrive.
Can I mean, I give a prayer to him in the name of the
Stare.
Esther?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God of lawfulness. And
Yes. Good.
Good.
I ask his name.
The captain's name?
No, the first mate.
Jeremy.
Oh, okay, Jeremy.
Okay. 2 days later, or a day later, you arrive at Nail. The captain's been quiet the entire time. The oarsmen quiet for a while, but eventually they get back to chattering. They tend to talk to themselves or have someone, sing a song while they row. One of the oarsmen will sing a song.
I mean, I'm gonna sing.
You will sing for them?
Yes.
Give me a singing proficiency check.
18.
So 36.
Yeah.
They are overcome with awe at your perfectly tuned voice. That actually stops their oars for a little while until the captain comes down and yells at them. This is the only time you see him, is when he comes down, hearing your, why has everyone stopped rowing? What the heck? And he, stops listening to you and just kind of stands there for a minute and then grunts like,
It's a sad tune. It's a sad song.
he's just going, keep rowing. And then walks back to his quarters, although you don't hear his door shut.
I apologize to him for distracting the rowers
Okay.
and the rest.
You guys make it to Nail. You unload. The oarsmen come and wave goodbye to you.
I waved them.
One of them tries to steal a kiss from you.
I mean, like an actual kiss?
An actual kiss.
I mean...
You can dodge it if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay. He gets a roll to hit. He gets you on the cheek as you kind of try to get out of the way. The other oarsmen all laugh at him, and he kind of hangs his head.
I'm gonna grab him and give him a kiss on the cheek.
The other oarsmen hoot and howl and clap, and he retreats back to the ship, head held high. You and Alyssa find yourself in Nail. It is a smallish town, maybe 2,000 people large. It's got some arable farmland, but most of Nail is trade.
2 days later, can I recover my HP
you
or
can
like
recover
one?
1 HP.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the town is actually warehouses and storage things. This is a huge trade center, but it's just the town is, due to the geography of the hillsides and whatnot, there's just not enough room to house as many people who would like to live here. So you have large warehouses for storing goods. You have a few. The inn is 4 stories tall. The church is fairly large. Everything is colored in bright banners, and the buildings are painted with colorful stripes all over the place. Alyssa kind of breathes a sigh of relief as you get on land, and she says loudly, "That is the last time I get on a ship, if I can help it in my life." And looks to you. Well, Sarah? I'm sorry. Well, Princess Sarah?
Thank you for announcing it.
She laughs. Where would you like to go?
South.
South, indeed.
I mean, the only thing I know from my mother is she's in a forest. Probably a big forest.
Well, let's head to Bastal. It's the next town over. It's fairly large. We can find work there. Have you told her that your mother's a nymph?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I explained to her if
Right.
if we're gonna go to the forest, I'm not. She can't come with me. Otherwise, I mean, maybe if I ask them to not blind her or kill her,
Mhm.
I mean, she could. Yes. I mean, I'm immune to it, right?
You should be immune to it. I think women are immune to it as well.
Oh yes.
I think so. I'd have to double check. But she says one way or the other, we should head to Vestal. If you're looking for your mother, rumors of nymphs would be the place to find them. And if we're looking for work, that would be the place to find it. We might
Okay.
be able to find a job here to get us there, though. That's highly likely. What do you say we travel together for a little while?
I think that's an excellent idea.
Okay. Maybe we can find you one of those books you were talking about.
Yeah. The
Okay.
magic types.
She gives a chuckle. Okay. And I think that's an hour. So let's call it here, and
Okay.
then whoever picks up the character next will take it from this point on.
Okay.
That has been Tales of the Wandering Bards. And we'll see where this goes. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.